Yeah, so we were actually in a Bible study, small group Bible study with Ashley and Grace and Alan, and Ashley had asked the group to pray for her friend Megan, who was having a really hard time with her son. So we started praying for her by name only. I was actually at their house one day and saw their Christmas card, or Meg and Cooper's Christmas card on their fridge, and said, okay, I've actually got to meet her. I need to meet her. So didn't know it, but Ashley had been praying that that would happen, and so we met on a blind date in October, and we're married in July. So Meg had adopted Cooper prior to us being married as a single girl, and he was 6 when we met and 7 when we got married. You know, honestly, from Cooper's experience, kind of as an infant and really prior to being in foster care, and some of the trauma that he experienced, he had and still has kind of a real hard time trusting. So those early years were hard. We're still kind of learning to love and to trust kind of in that relationship. So really right after we got married, Meg got pregnant on her honeymoon with Carlisle, and so and then 14 months after that, here comes Elizabeth. So in 18 months, I had 3 kids. So it was kind of a fast track for me. Those were some really good times, some really hard times. We were kind of drowning in diapers, but really grateful for what the Lord had provided for us. It wasn't too long after that Catterson came along. Really, Meg had always said that she wanted 10 kids, and I always thought, like, surely this lady's joking or something, but clearly she's not. She wasn't. So we kind of went through a season there after Catterson, a really hard season, and lost 3 babies in the next 3 or 4 years. John, Allen, Wells, and Charlotte, and that was tough. It was really, really hard. That caused us to kind of take a pause and see, like, kind of where we were, and kind of just try to get our bearings. And during that time, really tried to be open-handed and ask the Lord what's our family supposed to look like. We thought this is what it was supposed to look like, but it was not long after that Meg had saw an advocacy post for a child that was about to turn 14 in China that needed a family. In January of 2019, we went to China and completed an international adoption process in like 7.5 weeks. And so the Lord just flung open the doors for us there and for Ethan there. And we adopted him the day before his 14th birthday. So I met Megan 10 years ago, and to think now that we've got 5 kids, ranging from 18 to 5, and about to have some foster babies in the house is just incredible. That God's sense of humor and provision for me as a dad and as a son of his. So now our kids are 18, 16, 9, 7, and 5. So full house. About to kind of open our house up again as a foster family, and excited about that. So yeah, I would just challenge all of us, myself included, that fatherhood is hard. But it's a huge joy, but it's a huge responsibility. We've got a lot of roles to fill in that, but God has done just an incredible job at showing us by what He's done for us, that He protects us and provides us for us and cares for us, and has modeled all that for us. So I would encourage young dads to pray more for their kids, to lift their kids up in prayer consistently before the Lord. And He is so much stronger than us. He is so much wiser than us, and He'll give us what we need. And that's something that I'm learning to do more of as well. So while I've got a little bit different of a path, I guess, or path of fatherhood, I would just encourage you to not close those doors and to be open to what God may have for you through foster care and adoption. I can't think of a more tangible expression of the gospel than us as fathers to say, who else can I father and will I father, whether that be a foster father, a spiritual father, an adoptive father, a biological father. So I would just encourage you there to be creative in your thinking and be open to what the Lord might have in store for you.